welcome to the very first Ultimate Shootout ever, number 001, the inaugural event. We're here in Waxahachie, Texas at Paintball Fan. I'm Matty Marshall, and we are about to head into the quarterfinals. The very first matchup is going to be an interesting one. Mark Johnson is going to take on Demetrius Ninios. Now, this is a one-on-one format, fixed bayonets, meet in the middle, and brand new scoring system with 3 different buzzers. It's going to get nasty out there. Let's jump into the action.
The new one-on-one rules for the Ultimate Shootout are simple. There are multiple ways to score points. 1 point is awarded for a kill, and then players will switch sides. If there is a simultaneous kill, then both players will be awarded a point. There are 3 buzzers located at the 50-yard line: blue, red, and black. 8 seconds before the round starts, the bonus buzzer, worth 4 points, will be indicated by a puff of smoke and announced to the competitors, potentially changing their strategy at the last second. The other 2 buzzers are worth 3 points each, but the round only ends after an elimination, and the players can hit more than 1 buzzer in a round. If the players get 3 kills in a row, they'll activate a kill streak bonus, and every kill thereafter, they will receive an additional 3 points, plus the point for a kill, for a total of 4 points. The kill streak carries over, and only ends when their opponent gets a kill. The first player to reach 20 points wins the match. If there is a tie, rounds will be played until the tie is broken, and if both players get past 20 points in a round, the highest score will win.
We are just a couple minutes away from going into our first official match here. It's going to be Mark Johnson versus Demetrius Ninios. How are you feeling? I have nerves. I have butterflies.
You just gave me nerves and butterflies right now. I wasn't nervous till you just said that, but I'm doing great. I'm ready. I think Meter's ready. We're just ready to have fun, man, to be honest.
I was talking to Meter earlier, and he said age is definitely going to play a factor, and you're 3 years older than him, give or take. How do you feel?
You want to state the obvious, or you want to state something else? So, I mean, that's what anybody's going to say. Anybody's going to say the guy's much older than me. I got him because I'm younger. Again, I should say I'm much older than him. I got him, no problem. So that's just how we're going to have to see what happens.
You have experience on your side. It can get wild out here. I was watching that test run, and I mean, you could hit all the buzzers. You could just have points flying all over the place. But what do you think we're going to see a lot of?
We're going to see a lot of the same stuff. Meter and I, we're brothers, and brothers fight the hardest. And so just look for a fight, you know. I'm here to have fun. I'm ready to shoot the piss out of him. He's ready to shoot the piss out of me. End of the day, we're going to go back and hug each other and go play paintball again somewhere else. So we're just happy to be here, be a part of this whole deal. It's probably one of the best things paintball's done in a really long time, so we're excited about it.
All right, well, good luck. You can go get ready. Demetri, come on over here. You just heard all that.
I did.
How do you feel about going into this match?
I agree with everything. I love it. We've been together with each other, against each other forever. It's truly going to be a battle of brotherhood, and whoever temper flares first, the other one will rebuttal, and that's going to be exciting. So I'm looking forward to it.
What do you think is going to be the best thing about this format?
Oh man, it's mental and athletic, and you're gonna see people. Like, I'm typically a stoic player, but I know for a fact it's gonna get in people's heads. Like, you're gonna want to say your piece and be felt and be heard. So that's what's the most exciting thing for sure.
Well, that's why we have you mic'd up, and
yeah.
I can't wait for what happens behind this wall in between each point.
Yeah, that'll be the paywall. You gotta pay behind, get behind the paywall. So sign up for Go Sports.
All right, well, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren. So the battle is about to begin. Demetrius Ninios taking on Mark Johnson. Again, I have TJ Danner up here, very familiar with both of these players. So let's get a quick breakdown again, TJ, about the battle that's going to go down right now.
It's a cool matchup to see, just the history between the two, and guys that have been playing alongside and against each other for a long time, so it's going to be a really interesting matchup.
Mark is going to be in the orange, and Demetrius Ninios is going to be in the blue. And definitely one of those situations where it is younger brother essentially against older brother, because like you're talking about, a lot of history between these two guys. I mean, Mark was very instrumental in bringing Meter back to Texas paintball. At one point in time, Demetrius Ninios had moved out to the East Coast when he was in his late teens, and Mark was one of the guys that was able to bring him back here. And Meter has played for a laundry list of top teams over the years, and Mark Johnson is one of the Mr. Texas paintball guys. Like we said, old salty veteran, kind of had a lot of these younger kids, showed them the ropes, and he's the oldest competitor out here. You have to give the nod to Demetrius Ninios. He's younger, a little bit faster, he's nimble. But, man, if he sleeps on Mark Johnson, it would not surprise me at all if Mark Johnson knocks him out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can sleep on Mark. I mean, Mark's the oldest guy out here for sure, but I would argue he's also probably the most competitive guy out here, in that you know, every point, every one-on-one. Mark and I come out here and play one-on-ones all the time with each other when field layouts are out and things like that. Mark does not like to lose. You know, he's one of these guys that he still has the fire in him at his age, and he's one of the most competitive guys out here. So it's going to be great to see him match up with Meter.
It's about to go down. About 10 seconds to go before the start of this first round. Each engagement is a round. What strategy do you think Mark's going to come out with here to start out with, TJ?
I think Mark's going to really try to come at Meter a lot this whole match and try to get some buzzers here.
And at the start, it looks like Mark is going to head towards the car wash side of the field, and immediately elimination kill here for Meter and Ninios. So that's a quick one. And goes up early. 1
Speed off the break.
0 will be the score.
Yeah, and I think Mark's strategy, a lot of this is going to be he's not so much going to care about dying once or twice here or there. I mean, if you're not on a kill streak, the death is only worth 1 point, so it really promotes the aggression between the players and really trying to go for the buzzers.
So even though he's left-handed,
Yeah.
he went towards the bonus buzzer.
Yeah.
So wherever they call, that's your first inclination.
Yeah, I think he's just going to keep going for points.
Trying to hit the buzzers.
Yeah, Ryan Brand also coaching Meter Ninios out here. I think the coaching element of just like in MMA, when you come and finish a round, you sit down on that stool and you get an earful from your coach talking about how you employed the game plan. But no, not much of a game plan in that first one. Mark was trying to press, and Meter just shot him out.
Yeah, and you hear Mark talking already. Down 1-0.
10 seconds.
Orange.
So it looks like the orange button is going to be the bonus button on the stand-up side of the field over there. 4 points for that bonus button. We'll see if Meter heads towards that. If Mark heads toward, Mark's actually going to go to the opposite side of the field and completely drops the ball. Mark is going to be able to hit that blue buzzer. 3 points for him, but then ends up getting taken out. And that's that risk versus reward, TJ. As a very tactical player yourself, somebody that is known for very quickly understanding, okay, this is the situation presenting myself right now. I'm trying to clean up a point. Obviously, that's team paintball, one-on-one paintball, a little bit different situation, but you are a great one-on-one player yourself. But Mark, with the big risk there, ends up getting that 3 points there. So now going to be 2-3, still close game here to start things out.
Yeah, one of the interesting things here is this is one of the points where a little bit of a different strategy may come into play, because Mark was able to take the lead by taking that big risk and hitting the buzzer there. Goes up 3-2. But now Meter's won the first 2 one-on-one, so he's engaged on a kill streak here where this third kill here is worth an additional 3 points. So you see Mark come out real aggressive there and get that buzzer and take the lead. But now he puts himself in a little bit of a risky situation at this point where he really needs to stay alive or at least trade out with Meter there and not afford to give Meter those 3 extra points.
Yeah, can't quite come out as aggressive potentially depending on which way Meter is going to be shooting. He was able to hit that buzzer, though, because Meter had completely dedicated towards that bonus buzzer side of the field.
Black.
So it looks like the bonus buzzer is going to be the black. Again, the bonus buzzer at 8 seconds before the start of the round is announced. So it's going to be the center one this time, TJ.
Yeah, and anytime we see the center buzzer as the bonus buzzer, I think you'll see a lot of players just try to take that big leak up the middle right away.
Oh, and it looks like, did they trade out, though? Definitely Mark Johnson.
Oh,
Looks
no.
like Mark Johnson is clean, so he must have got bounced, it
Hey,
looked
Coach,
like.
what are you doing?
Thanks for checking your case.
Coach,
1 point, Mark Johnson.
what are you doing, Coach?
You got bounce, man.
What are you doing?
Score is
Get the biscuit for the biscuit.
Mark Johnson.
He's hitting the pack. Mark, clean up your, Mark. You gotta hit the pack.
Yeah.
I don't think so. That was afterwards. You shot me on the way out.
No.
That bounced off a bunker.
One call, doesn't count.
For the veteran Mark Johnson against one of his proteges, Meter Ninios here, and a 2-point lead. 4-2 is the score. It is the first of 20 points in this ultimate shootout format. He's switching sides here each round, so.
And it's going to be fun to see as this match goes on to see how much Mark's able to get in Meter's head. You know, you heard Mark talking to Ryan Brand after that point. He was yelling down at Meter even after losing the first one-on-one there. So Mark's going to be talking this whole game, and it'll be interesting to see it build over the rest of this match.
Hey, man, if you're not trying to get in your opponent's head, I don't really feel you're doing your due diligence out here in this competition. So especially when there's so much history between all these players at this first event here in Waxahachie, Texas, a little outside of Dallas, Paintball Fit. Right now, Mark Johnson is gun dominant on Meter Ninios. Going to run, and he's going to hit another buzzer, but ends up getting taken out. But the bonus buzzer was hit by Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson's tactics here are starting to work for him, TJ.
Yeah, it's cool to see there. I mean, you see Meter took the aggression early, and he was kind of up the center of the field, and Mark was a little bit hung back here on this car wash side of the field. But then a lot of times when you put yourself in a big bunker like a can, in this one-on-one and when you're playing a real 5-on-5 match as well, you limit your vision a lot. So it lets people make a big run on one side of the field there, and that's what you see Mark do. He saw Meter was trapped in that can in the middle of the field. He takes a big run, and worst case, he trades out with Meter there, but he gives himself a chance to hit that bonus buzzer and ends up paying off for him there.
He just shot me in the back.
Letting you know to get cleaned up. I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, whatever. No, you're not. You're trying to get my head, Ryan Brand.
This format, you can have big swings on the points, and Mark is still chirping here at Meter. But you called it, TJ. You said Mark was going to press against Meter. 42 or 40-ish. We'll call him 40-ish here. Mark Johnson, oldest competitor out here. But really, not. I mean, he's getting after it right now here. He's trying to get in Meter's head.
Yeah, and
Don't act like you didn't hear me.
Mark's one of the one of the oldest competitors here, but Mark is consistently one of the last guys out on the field playing every time we're out here. So Mark's got no quit in him.
Big moment right now for Meter Ninios here. Doesn't want to let Mark start to get in his head, and I think Meter getting that quick kill now on Mark.
God damn it.
As Mark was pushing towards that orange bunker.
See what happens when you talk shit?
It looked like he was trying to get to it. So Meter clawing back into this one slightly here, still down by 4.
Yeah, and it's one of those formats where you can see, easily 4 points scored in one round. A bonus buzzer and a kill is worth 5 points. So 8-4 sounds like it's a big deficit, but it could be erased quickly in 1 point. So that's where it's really exciting to play in and watch this format, because you do see such big swings and you have potential for big comebacks, and you really have to be on your toes every round. You can't take one round off and let your opponent come back in such a big fashion.
Yeah, and also stamina, as this tournament starts to play itself out, is really going to be fundamental as far as importance is concerned, because, man, when you start dragging somebody into the deep water physically, it does start to affect the decisions that they make. But, yeah, I do agree. Like we talked about, big swings here potentially on the points. I mean, theoretically, you could hit all 3 buzzers in 1 point. I don't think that's going to happen necessarily, but you never know.
Yeah, I don't even think we've seen a player hit 2 buzzers in 1 point, but it's going to be interesting to see if we can see someone pull off a highlight move like that today.
So Mark risking it a little bit, but the kill streak almost engaged right now for Meter. He just needs 1 more. Again, it's a 3 kills in a row, gives you that kill streak. And Meter now is, I think he just clipped out Mark, and he did. So now Meter,
4 points, Meter,
with a big 4-point swing here, with the kill streak engaged, is going to tie it up 8-8.
And this is where you see, something that can really work in Meter's favor here is that, we see Mark being a lot more aggressive, trying to go hit the buzzers, and now Meter's on a kill streak. So it puts a little bit of extra pressure on Mark. He doesn't want to go and risk his body so much, because his body's now worth 3 points. So really, if you're Mark in this situation, you maybe want to, I don't know, maybe take it a little bit slower, try to go out there and win a one-on-one, or worst case, trade out there and at least end the kill streak.
What's the score now? Tied up.
Yeah, I need it.
Okay.
Somebody give me oxygen. Anybody got oxygen back here? Can't be no bitch out here playing this. You can't have the corona lungs.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Mark's been talking nonstop though. He's really trying to get into Meter's head. He's trying to get in the ref's head. He's trying to get in everyone's head right now, TJ.
Mark could be down 0-20 and he'll keep talking.
So right now, Mark, though, again, has to play slightly conservative. He doesn't have to, but it would definitely benefit him to try to get this kill streak off the board. He's not able to do it, so another 4 points as Meter starting to hit his stride right now. Demetrius Ninios, playing against one of his mentors here, now takes a 4-point lead.
Yeah, and I think, one of the mistakes you see Mark make in some of these points is he's let Meter be gun dominant over the top of that back center bunker, and then Mark's trying to make moves out from there. So Meter's able to sit over the top, see where Mark goes, and then just kind of keep Mark's head down from there. So Mark's kind of fighting an uphill battle from the get-go in these points, just in allowing Meter to be gun dominant so early.
Winner of this match will be taking on the winner of the Jesse Stevens-Clint Johnson match. We'll be breaking that one down thoroughly.
Yeah, so I think I either go for a buzzer or play a little more.
You don't. So What's working right now is you're shooting every fucking time.
Yeah.
Right? So you hitting a buzzer is just going to give you 3 points and you lose the streak.
Okay.
Hey, tell him what to do, Ryan Brad.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, it didn't work in Vegas. It ain't going to work here.
Still chirping out there, though. I don't think it's going to stop.
Oh, it's not stopping.
Blue, blue, blue.
So now the blue buzzer is the bonus buzzer here on the car wash side of the field. And Mark's going to go for it. He gets checked, though, as he just immediately cyclops his meter, though. Stops the kill streak, puts another point on the board here, and gets a little bit closer here on the score. 12-9 is the score. Still in favor of Demetrius Ninios.
Yeah, and it's a big point for Mark Johnson there because now you really get a big reset in that the kill streak's back, the kill streak's back to 0. Mark's kind of strategy is able to open up a little bit more, and it'd be interesting to see if we see Mark go for some aggression, maybe a big push for the middle buzzer right away, something a little bit different, just to see if he can kind of get back in this one and get some points under him.
I will not take his advice. Don't take his advice. That time it did not work.
No, it did not.
Did not work. Don't take his advice. It did not work. Go away. I don't want you to hurt my friend. You're hurting my friends, your concepts. See, a coach is sometimes bad because it makes you question what you're going to do.
Tries to be zen out there a lot of times. He doesn't mind when guys are chirping at him. So, but this is going to be a little bit of a test, especially when it's somebody like an older brother figure like Mark Johnson.
Yeah, and a lot of people may not mind when someone's chirping at him in a 5-on-5 format. It's a little bit different when it's 1-on-1 and it's just you versus another guy.
Elimination. Point. Meter.
And Meter eating up Mark in that one as
he
Mark
finally came
all
out
the way
the house.
out wide, not hiding behind a bunker. But you don't look. All you just need the bunkers just exist to put between you and the opponent. But that one. Not working out here for Mark.
He said his gunfighting skills was the best. He ain't gunfight me all day. Till now.
Points that you need to take the victory and punch his ticket into the semifinals.
And one of the interesting things you see for the two different players, you see Ryan Brand walking out there with Meter almost every point. Ryan does this with X Factor anytime they have a big point as well at any of the NXL events. And then you see Mark, I don't know if he's getting as much coaching help as Meter is. And there's a lot of strategy that goes into this. There's a lot of different variables, a lot of different things that the players can come up with and try to decide on their own. So
we need oxygen, what we need back here. This ain't the week for the week, baby. You got to be fit around here. Hey, great thing we did this at Paintball Fit, because you got to be fit to play this shit.
With Ryan Brand, like you were talking about, breaking it down with his player Meter Ninios. We're going to have Ryan Brand come up here to help us do some commentating as well too. Can't wait to pick his brain about coaching in this format. So now it looks like the red buzzer is the bonus buzzer. Mark going towards that here as he is down a few, locked in this gunfight right now with Meter. Meter run, right-handed, up and over the top. He's going to improve his position, and on the run, gets the drop there on Mark. Gets the kill, shoots him in the head there, left-handed in the transition. Bunker to bunker, though, but Mark not happy apparently with the calls. He's over there giving his piece of the mind to the referee. He's talking to everybody right now. Yeah, he's grabbing one of the referees, yelling at him.
Yeah, and it sounded like Mark thinks he got a shot on Meter there, but Meter making the smart move. Anytime it gets questionable, you make the quick run, sprint back into the pit, and then you're good once you get off the field.
You also got to be careful. Look, you've got to, if you don't feel the call went your way, especially in this format, yeah, plead your case. You're not going to get any sort of penalty for giving the referee a piece of your mind as long as you keep it pretty clean out here. They are going to let the players, be emotional out here. I mean, this is an emotional sport, man. And one of the things I love about the Ultimate Shootout format and how this is crafted is that's part of the game here.
I just like moving. Moving is more rewarding. Yeah.
It could be a lot of points out here, and it is a very tiring format. One-on-one's not one where you can get in your bunker and take a little rest, if you need it.
Yeah, there's no time. There's
every
no clock.
second's crucial.
There is no clock. It is just who gets to 20 points first. So now a little bit more conservative breakout for both Johnson and Ninios. Ninios going to be going towards the blue bunker side. Still, though, might have clipped out Mark Johnson. Johnson's going to get checked out by the referee. He's now right-handed, and here goes Meter. Meter sprints for that blue buzzer. There goes Mark. Mark's going to hit the red buzzer before he gets taken out.
Elimination.
But Meter ended up getting a buzzer and the kill streak bonus. Yeah, so congratulations to Meter Ninios as he takes down his older brother in this game, Mark Johnson. So Mark Johnson eliminated
Yeah, and it's a cool one there to see. You see a pretty good variety in Meter and how he got those points there. He was able to get on a couple kill streaks there, and he was also able to hit some buzzers. So one of the things I think that really opens up the buzzers is when you are on a kill streak. You know, when your opponent's forced to hang back and maybe be a little bit more conservative, you can kind of have a little bit of freedom to take those extra risks, and you see Meter was able to come out and get the win there. You know, just getting the kill streaks, winning the one-on-ones, being gun dominant the whole match, and getting the buzzers there. So a great job by Meter.
It was a nice showing by Mark Johnson. I like the tenacity out there. However, Meter Ninios just a little bit better today. That was a great breakdown that you just said. Final score, 21-12 here. Meter Ninios advancing on to the semifinals here at the Ultimate Shootout, the very first Ultimate Shootout ever.
Way to go, Meter, winning that first one here, the very first match we have played in the Ultimate Shootout. I want to talk to you first, Mark. Your talking behind the wall was just such gold. But you were really going after Ryan Brand for a minute. You don't think having coaches out here is helpful?
Well, when I saw him go out and coach Meter at the box, I shot Meter with like 3 balls. So I don't think that game plan worked very well. He's maybe making sure the scores are right or whatever, but I don't think he's doing anything good for Meter by any means. Meter did it all on his own, so that's my opinion.
That is true. It seemed, though, when you were coming off after those first couple rounds, you were talking about, I just need to go. I need to be a little bit more aggressive. So what did you realize during playing some of those rounds?
Well, when Mark did shoot me with like those first 3 balls, it was just I need to get out of the back center. I'm trying to preserve my body and mobility because this is going to be like an exhausting day. So that was my game plan going into it, but once that happened, you gotta keep the momentum in your head going right. So you gotta be winning your one-on-ones, you gotta be moving right. You can't only score one, it's a dynamic game. You can't score by one method. You have to be fully attacking all of it and making sure, taking care of your body. So that was my plan.
Yeah, it's crazy how many different strategies there are out here to win. But speaking of endurance, after the first couple rounds, I heard you saying you were gassed. How are you feeling?
I tell you right now, this is not an old man's game out here. But I can handle it, for sure. I had my little oxygen tank up in the back. I had to move it back and forth to just keep up with the kid. But, he made it difficult because he didn't want to move. He sat there and played in the back, kind of like thought Archie probably would have done. But he's not here today, so I took Meter, and he did the same thing until I started shooting him, and then he started coming up the field, which made it a more fun and exciting game for me and allowed me to stay in this game. Up or down, your head's still got to be in the game. Feel like you're still winning no matter what the whole thing is, because one buzzer, one kill streak, game changes just like that, and next thing you know, you're right there with them, and now his game plan just changed. So my mentality was to keep talking trash to him and keep pushing the effort every single time, so I don't look like a 44-year-old man standing in the back center like he did today.
I think you looked like a rock star. You killed it out there.
Next up, though, in the quarterfinals is going to be Jesse Stevens taking on Clint Johnson here at Paintball Fit in Waxahachie, Texas, and we'll be back.